sold the whole world. How much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish Biafra's story. Is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we do nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land, because we love Biafra, and we will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafran, we are Biafran. I respect people, but I'm not afraid of them. And I want to use this little opportunity to address those that say that they want to know where I come from. I, Prof. Alison Akoma, I come from town called Nenu in Obingwa, Abia State, and my mother comes from Akwa Ibom. I'm a man that believes what my father used to say. Mberede nyini dike, mberede keji amadike, mberede nyini onye sinaya bweze, mberede keji kwa na ameze. I so much believe in that word my father always used to say. We are Biafrans, we are Biafrans, we love Biafra, we love Biafra, our father's land. We love and cherish, we love and cherish. We are Biafran, we love Biafra, we love Biafra, our father's land. We love and cherish, we love and cherish.
There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, people of conscience around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra. We're streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio, the platform being anchored by Diokpa Uchiuka from Efo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State. The man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, I remain George ONYIBE, and I hail from Agbo and Yoma province in Delta State, Biafra land. I cannot proceed without acknowledging members of the de facto customary government headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo, deputized by our sister Rita Anebogo. Of course, this is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group who understand the precarious situation we have found ourselves and the need for every stakeholder to get involved. Acknowledge members of the Biafra Nation Alliance. I keep saying, these are men and women who would have run away, hide from confronting evil, but against all odds, irrespective of whose odds is God. They stand against tyranny. They stand against evil men. They stand against cannibals. Acknowledge all of you in the Biafra Nation Alliance, ranging from the media to the administrators down to the board of trustees. Acknowledge men and women of goodwill who are out there. Most of you are sympathizers. You're not even Biafra, but you identify with us in this journey. You're highly appreciated. We understand your prayers are with us, and our prayers are with you also, honestly. And of course, I call to order the indigenous people of Nnamdi, the very people who have created the Hulobalo that is eventually boomeranging on all of them. Indigenous people of Nnamdi. You see, they lay embargo on issues. Situation and circumstance, they take advantage. They keep looking for how to undermine their own brother. And it should be a shame if you are still a member of IPOB under Nnamdi. It's still a shame. I acknowledge you. Come on board. Come and insult, because that is your cause. And unfortunately, I am your destiny and I am your doom. But then I have to acknowledge the Creator, the one who made the heavens and the earth, who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For without him, we are gone as a people. Anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi na ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya na gị ụdị ọma gị ujuru anya dajụ inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega dadi anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma ise. And without wasting much of our time, we'll go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled Keeping the Record Straight. An agenda that cannot be overlooked. Keeping the Biafra record straight. Keeping the record of Biafra very straight. An agenda that cannot be overlooked. The issue of Biafra and the role being played by some important personnel from Biafra land has brought about a lot of degrading influence on us as a people. But a lot of things that most Biafrans are doing, it has only brought about a degrading influence on the people of Biafra. And these issues cannot be overlooked because it has become an agent of demoralization. It has become an agent of reproach. It has become, above all, an instrument of self-hate and denial. A lot of important personnel, some of them fall in the class they call NGO, elite, monarch, political leaders, religious leaders. Their activities regarding the issue of Biafra, I said, it has brought about a degrading influence. Of course, you should understand what to represent on this platform. And this degrading influence, it's manifesting in a way of demoralization. They demoralize you. Most of the activities you see that is anti-Biafra or anti-Igbo, it's meant to demoralize you. You lose the morality to stand up for your right. You lose the strength to stand up for justice, for what you know is right, for fairness. They demoralize you. Eventually, they demonize you. It is an agent of reproach. You become a reproach to all people. These are what some of these agents are doing. That is why we say we must keep the record straight. This gospel, this campaign must continue. And the moment they are able to demoralize you, the moment these people, through their wicked acts, are able to turn into a reproach, it generates self-hate and denial. You now hate yourself. You now be the one denying yourself of your right. And of course, I don't expect you to understand everything I'm about to say this evening, but then be patient. When the issue of self-hate comes in, you see the characteristics, evidence, manifesting as you can see all around us today. But I call on genuine Biafrans who know your hands are clean and your heart are pure. Don't let them demoralize you. When the issue of self-hate is initiated, it takes away the ability for you to stand up and fight to defend yourself. And this is one thing no man should give up on. It doesn't matter how bad your people are. It doesn't matter the level of... your people can be outcast. Never you accept to be a reproach. Never you accept to indulge in self-hate. You know why? Because if I want to narrow it down to individual, if you are John, you are John. You can never be Peter. If you are Peter, you are Peter. And believe me, you cannot be Chidema. And then if you are Chidema as a female, it's not possible for you to be Ikechukwu. And Ikechukwu as a female, believe me, you are not a female, a male. You are a male rather, not a female, and you remain that way. This is just a journey we undergo once in a lifetime. You don't deny yourself of any of these privileges. This right to live, this right to be happy, this right to be human. The moment you engage on self-hate, the moment you allow the real enemy to demoralize you, this self-hate will create an atmosphere of denial. You deny yourself everything. The blacks were meant or repositioned in this very angle. They accepted it. Despite the issues of tribalism, racism, among others. The blacks accept already that they are second-class animal. Homo sapien, lower animal. They accepted it already. It is demonstrated in the way we treat ourselves. A European man, or ONYIBE man who did not go to school will come to Africa and then you give him escort. Most of our best securities. These people did not go to school. These people are nobody in their villages. But of course you live in denial. They are ONYIBE, white skin, and so they have to be your God. Self-denial. I have to bring it up so you see the clearer picture of what I'm trying to make you understand tonight as a people. This same disease having been injected into a system, into a society, an organization, and you accept this demon, self-hate, which emanates from self-denial. You hate yourself. You deny yourself of everything. Look at the way you are today. You hate yourself to the level that some of the things you are doing is uncalled for. That is why we keep on calling on the atrocity of Nnamdi Kanu. But even at that, I would say that non-Biafran do not have the right to see this, to get involved in this matter. Because even when the record were not as the same as they see today, the Nigerian state have used it as an instrument to deform our very image in order to take away that which rightfully belongs to us. They create this atmosphere. They create this self-hate. Eventually, it denies us the grace, the will, the strength, the willpower to push on to get to what is good in our life. Each time we come on air, we keep on calling on Nnamdi Kanu. We keep on calling on Nnamdi Kanu. He is just a single man. He has ended his game. We're going to make sure he does not go beyond or carry out more damages more than he has done. But we keep calling on him because we must set the record straight. People will not understand most of the things going on. For instance, the DOS led by Chika Eduziem, the gangsters as they call themselves, they issued a press communique, and it read, IPOB press release, name of militant commanders behind the killing in Southeast. This is coming from IPOB of Fernando Kano. This is coming from China Sanguru, Chiki Doziem, Tony Zurumiki, Austin Abani, or former Azayoba, or former Chokode. Nayanya, to mention but a few. Now, a man, Nande Kano junior brother, supposedly a man fine boy, Emmanuel Kano, as the man powerful, is issuing a press statement. This is not the first time, but I want you to understand how these atrocities are being initiated. It demoralizes you, it creates an atmosphere of self-hate, and then at the end of the day, denial eventually. Most of you are tired already. You just don't understand what we are doing here. But I can assure you we are trying to save you. We are trying to save you. Let's continue. The indigenous people of Fernando Kano, IPONC, has published name of militant and commander terrorizing people of the Southeast region. Are you kidding me? Is Fernando Kano, IPOB, China Sanguru? Are you telling me they are now naming terrorists? Let's see, maybe it's Fulani Janjaweed. Maybe it's a Yoruba oligarchy. This was contained in a statement signed by IPOB criminal Nnamdi Kanu Jr. brother, Emma Powerless, on Tuesday, being today. According to Emma Powerless, the unknown gunmen are member of the local Ebubago security team and self-acclaimed member of the Eastern Security Network, IPOB military wing. Now listen, because you may not be able to appreciate this message tonight, but those who can reason know the truth already. Now, Nnamdi Kanu Jr. brother is telling you that those terrorizing Igbo land are, because I have to use Igbo land, because there are non-Igbo in the Southeast. Have you heard them say anything? You think they don't have a role to play? Go to Aguneri and Muneri. Ask them about what is going on in that Oyiwe. You will know that people within the Aguneri and Muneri, they don't go to either another Igala community in Anambra anyhow. Because you do anyhow, you see anyhow. Why are they not getting involved? Something is wrong. But let's not go there anyway. Let's not go there this evening. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is telling you that the people terrorizing Igbo land is a Bubago, and then some group of individuals who call themselves IPOB militant group. This is IPOB of Nnamdi Kanu, the God who decides who live and who die. Let us continue. He listed their name as number 1, Chibuike Igwe, Paul Udenwa, Okudele Dim, aka One Nigeria, Sky from Umutensi, Olu, a man nicknamed Two Men from Umuna. Other terrorizing Olu in Imo State include Chinedu Abarando Amagu, commander, Cheta Odenakama Amagu, Uchenna Nwachukwu, Chibuike Gazik Amagu, and then Chukwode Odimegu. And then he further listed impersonators of ESM members in Olo and in Jaba local government in Imo State as Inkiruko Ata Kingdom, the impersonator of ESM member in Olo Ihetuokwa area. He said they are the man called Uru, Sky, No One, the Double Lion, and the man called Commander. He said IPOB also placed a bounty on the head of these aforementioned persons. Let's hold on there. They place bounty on these people. I call upon you once again. You have been in IPOB. You have gotten involved with Nnamdi Kanu. Now you know the truth. I have said it in so many broadcasts. Those of you in the media, those of you in the volunteer, you have access to a lot of information. They are going to hunt all of you down. Nnamdi Kanu will supervise it. The idea is to make sure that when he's finally sold us out and flag off his one Nigerianism, there will be no evidence to bring him down. I can give out the name of all the media who have absolute record, perfect, accurate information of what is going on. But I will let you be for time being, and I hope you will respect yourself. If they cannot buy you over, they are going to kill all of you. That is the first thing for a terrorist metamorphosed organization to do. Do you know when certain architectural design are put in place, the owners of such building, considering the purpose it is designed for, they end up killing the engineers. So nobody have access to the real information. They misplace you completely. And those who do not have the mind to do that, they bring in different expatriates from different areas to complete the job in different stages. And so the moment you get to a particular point, they dismiss you and bring in another person. This is to keep the overall secret behind such project from the knowledge of a single individual, except those appointed, those assigned to have such information. It is applicable to what we are doing here. Most of you have access to information you should not have. Now you are standing between the devil and the deep blue sea. You can play low. Maybe somewhere along the line they will overlook you. They've marked you as a threat already. They will come for you. I specifically mentioned that those of you in media, you are busy now on my platform insulting me. They will come for you. Where is Oyindo Vito? They promised him they want to send him to India for a surgical operation to see specialists, orthopedic specialists. And he agreed to do the contract of blackmailing me. His blackmail has destroyed many marriages and sent many to their grave. And I'm sure Foreign was not able to facilitate taking Oyindo Vito to India for treatment. You can think somewhere along the line you are going to hide away from it. I'm trying to give you a moment of salvation for you, to save all of you from this threatening danger. They are going to come for all of you. I have said it severally. They are coming for the volunteer one after the other. All these names they have mentioned are IPOB member. They are noble former IPOB member. They know the truth. They are not criminals. And they cannot continue within Nnamdi Kanu. And so Chinasa is easy to bring out the name and come and publish. These people are evil. Fine Boy have his own terrorist group. Benjamin Madubugu have his own terrorist group. Bright Chimeze have his own terrorist group. These are friends of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu have his own. Their loyalty does not go to Nnamdi Kanu. He can't control them. Now, Chinasa is coming on air and telling you I place bounty on these people. But most of you are very stupid, very hopeless idiots. Without apology, you're going to hunt your brothers down. That is what is leading to this very attitude that brings about degeneration of our personality. These are some of the things that create self-hate and then denial in the end of it. They are going to come for all of you. The earlier you come out in the open and then face this bloody hell once and for all, the better for you. These people now have been isolated. Many IPOB members who do not like what is going on in IPOB. People like Success Iwuala. As an African rep in IPOB, he has tried to lodge so many complaints. But of course, I cannot tell him that I'm Odu African rep. I answer the name, but I do not have the power or the capacity to do most of the things that are necessary. And in every effort to make sure these things are correct, I become a threat to the very system. Success Iwuala went to join Simeon Ekpa, but you know like what they do. IPOB member follow Simeon Ekpa. Simeon Ekpa is beyond their reach, because when Nnamdi Kanu was signing this deal with Simeon Ekpa was smarter than Nnamdi Kanu in that instance. Nnamdi Kanu must pay him his balance, and Simeon Ekpa must take advantage and root all of you. And today I was surprised. Success Iwala expelled. I was surprised. My lovely sister. What is this name of this lovely woman? I thank God for you, because when I was expelled, just like all of you from IPOB, you never insulted me. This woman from Amici. Why did I forget her name? All of you noble men and women, if you make PIM now, Chinas and Chikedozen will come. We expect them. They are terrorists. They are the one destroying Igbo land. But they have soon forgotten that Nnamdi Kanu was already Biafra, giving order. Burn Tinubu estate, burn Tinubu house. Edo people, there is gun somewhere in the bush. Begin to shoot everybody. Those of you in Enugu, form barbed wire, put it on the road. Let the soldier tumble, kill all of them. Take the gun of one and kill the gun of one, and then kill another one. And this is how revolution starts. Begin to kill all of them. Begin to kill all of them. You have forgotten. But look at Nnamdi Kanu junior brother, aka Ima Powerful now, is coming to issue press statement. But he has the backing of some governors in Biafra land. But we know already, all of you will be disgraced sooner or later. The earlier you repent and move away from this criminality, which is eventually destroying everything that we represent as a people, the better for all of you. Very unfortunate. And now, those people who have discovered that no, Nnamdi Kanu and his family are criminals, they are not fighting for Biafra. We have been sealed, delivered, and documented. And they revolt. Just like Akowara revolted. And they revolt and said, no, this is not what we signed up for. This is not what we are going to engage in. And believe me, when we joined this struggle, they were the do's and don't do. But let's leave that for the case of another day. And now, it is China Sanwo-Olu, our own freedom fighter, is now pointing out our people with Chike Doziem for Nigerian to kill. These are their names. But I think they made a mistake in this press statement. You didn't put their house address. Why? Because they don't have home again. They now live in the bush. Give them the location of the bush. After all, Nnamdi Kanu used to come on air. I said, those of you in our law at Utukwakwa, I am telling you now, live there, they are coming. Those of you in Abaracha, Anambra State, you are going to live there, throw away your SIM card. Now they don't have life. You cannot track them down. They have become invisible. You will soon understand what it means, that they are your destiny and they are your doom. I'm trying to bring you somewhere. This is a more powerful Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. He wants his brother's life to be spared, but then it must be on the expense of other people. But sooner or later you will understand now. They don't use the children of lion for sacrifice. There are many things I discover many Biafrans don't understand. The land of Igbo is a holy land. Forget about all this criminal everywhere. The land of Igbo, the land of Biafra is a holy land. He abhor evil, and he will vomit all of you out. We are here as the gatekeeper, as the watchman. We are here, and none of you will escape from karma. IPOB also placed a bounty on the head of all of them. Now, compare placing a bounty on the head of your brother to what they did to Mwike. We served an IPOB, gave everything we have worked for, left ourselves defenseless in every way and ramification. IPOB cannot help us. They even want to weaken us the more until we become useless to ourselves and to our families and loved ones. But God is faithful, I can assure you. Now the Kanu came on Radio Biafra. Hey, I give you 2 million. Give me Wike head. Give me Wike head. And to some of you, it's just a broadcast. Just sit a little bit and tell me who the idiot Nnamdi Kanu is to demand from Wike head. But of course, if he can do it, some zombies like you are clapping for him. Why won't he demand for the head of his brothers? These are young men. Some of them 23, 27. They needed the guidance of elders like you. And then you are helping Nnamdi Kanu to destroy them. because they have come on radio fraudulent. That is why we call on you all the time. Join the de facto customary government. Join the Biafran Nation Alliance. Join other pro-Biafran group. Let us circulate this information. We are simply watchmen. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. He who do, he do he. If you understand, you understand. If you don't understand, you leave it that way. And now the Kano is telling, oh, cutting wicked head, cutting wicked head. Let me tell you what happened. Some idiot in Port Harcourt actually came from wicked head. They went to the Catholic church around CFC bus stop before my one. Around the Catholic church there where wicked father worship. They carried this bomb they formed with Andrew Malengas. Put it in the man's car. And they were trying to video because we didn't understand we asked for video. Give us video. They blew the bomb when the man was approaching the car. Wicked father was almost killed by these idiots who think they are fighting for their fatherland. You kill wicked father without giving you Biafra. Wicked have not said anything about that. Neither is the media carrying it for reason best known to them. These people were arrested. It's on my Facebook wall. I just simply ask a question. This coordinator will not say go kill wicked papa. I hope I no go abandon him. Idiot come out on my platform say idiot Sabo, idiot Mugu, I'm robber, wicked man, Janja weed. Has he reduced me? Man, I'm getting better on daily basis. Can't you feel it? Can't you notice that we are not moved by what you say, what you do? Now you get a point. We are not moved by what they say. Hallelujah. We are not moved by what you do. Hallelujah. We are only moved by the word of God. Hallelujah. We are only moved by sincerity. Hallelujah. Amen. 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 Let me leave it there. And the coordinator we arrested alongside with other persons in collaboration. As I'm speaking to you today, they are detained in Port Harcourt. IPOB have abandoned them. The next thing in the Kano junior brother, Emmanuel, or aka Fine Boy, we do is we disassociate. We don't know them. We are not part of IPOB. They are terrorists. Look at what they are doing. I think Mwike should be among the unknown gunmen. That is why now the Kano place bounty. Look at them putting bounty on their brother's head. And now the Kano has initiated the process. He can't control it. And those Nigerian politicians working within Nnamdi Kanu, this thing will get to all of you. Because he cannot control the process he has initiated already. Maybe that is the case for another day anyway. The statement added, IPOB is hereby declaring them wanted. And anybody who can give us useful information about them will get a handsome reward. Look at Nnamdi Kanu and his family. They are glutton, stealing everything stealable. They are the one giving you handsome reward. Can you tell me the name of one IPOB member who served and lost everything he worked for that IPOB ever remembered? You got to kill your brother and become a very useless animal for Nnamdi Kanu for them to just sponsor you to destroy what you cannot build. You are declaring them wanted. And now the Kanu and Fine Boy declare George ONYIBE wanted so that thunder will fire all of you. I'm seriously waiting that day to feel your heat. You come out so the Igbo people will be afraid of you. Hey, we, our brothers, hey, we, they are formidable. Hey, India, the Kwego. Hey, we. You take advantage of weak people. Nnamdi Kanu and his brother. You people are the one working in DSS. You people are the one working in Nigerian police. You people are the one working with Nigerian army. You people are the one fighting, leading us to fight for Biafra. You people are the one selling us. You people are the one taking us to Abenopabe. You people are the one working with Fadambaka. You people are the one destroying our value system and everything. You are declaring people wanted. Nnamdi Kanu, Fine Boy, why not declare me wanted? Make thunder fire all of una. He's declaring they wanted. tell you, if you lay hand on them, you are adding to the cause, if there is any in Igbo land. You are adding to the misery. You are adding to the evil, backwardness. You are adding to that atmosphere that leaves us at the mercy of our enemy, because all of you are killing innocent people. Who is China Sanwo-Olu? Where does he come from? Who is Chike Doziem? I am Chike Doziem. I'm from Ihioma. Has he contributed a dime to clear those farm roads in Ihioma? When you people kill these people for us, we will reward you handsomely. Continue. It is also noted that IPOB has always told the public that the above mentioned hoodlums are part of the criminalities going on in our land. No criminal should be allowed to demonize IPOB, the agent of darkness, and their sponsor should be brought to book and to pay for their atrocities. Look at Okoko CB War Hero. That is Nnamdi Kanu brother asking what is he doing with Allen Onyema. What did they go to America to do? Ask Nnamdi Kanu Junior brother who gave him the car he is driving. Immediately Nnamdi Kanu left haywire. All their company that we know, they changed the ownership of all of them. We know all Nnamdi Kanu company, both in UK and in Nigeria, another part of Africa, including Kenya. We know all his property. Immediately we know. He just changed ownership immediately. And I pray, all those people you have given ownership to, those your property, they shall claim it. They will claim it, because all of you, let me not lay that curse on you, because it's upon you already. We have been telling the general public that this hoodlum and criminal. So what are you, IPOB? What is IPOB? Dirty, petty criminals, misguided fellas. We have been warning you. IPOB is the criminal. I was a member of IPOB. Not just a member, one of the highest ranking, one of the most proactive member of IPOB. Who the heck are? What are you telling me? We served in every capacity. Even beyond our capacity, we were visible. And so who the heck they want to tell? Who are you going to tell me the history? Forget about those small wayo na they do, na they hide them. No, say the leg where they waka zugu. You get the eye where they see pium, where they watch them. We just waiting on the can. We will surely come out and disgrace himself. I told you, his ministry is over. And then he has to cut some of you down, kill most of you, so nobody will have a testament against him. We have seen this thing before. Before now, Ifajuna Menka, they killed Ifajuna, almost all his family. So nobody will tell us what happened about Ifajuna. I challenge you to tell me the atrocity of Ifajuna. I challenge all of you, and let's get his response. Most of you will be ashamed, and they are going to tell me the history of Asiko Kpabi. You people will see the like of people you have not seen before. Look at the Nnamdi Kanu Junior brother. How many people have Nnamdi Kanu Junior brother? What did you do to Ahamefuna? Gifta Hamefuna. What did you do to Gifta Hamefuna in Asaba Delta State? And when the girl tried to speak up, you people want to demonize her. But of course, as I told John, very unfortunate. We are coming. No criminal should be allowed to demonize IPOB. IPOB is worse than demon. In heaven, Satan will be justified. Satan will be vindicated. Because IPOB now lie more than Satan. When Satan, IPOB now they cannot lie, Satan will begin to shiver. For Mazem effort to come out and tell you that you have no idea. When they cannot lie, Satan challenges his case before God in heaven. I said, God, what did I do? I was proud. Look at what you did to me. Nnamdi Kanu is proud and he lied more than me. I wonder what God will do to him. Very unfortunate set of people. And somewhere along the line, you are going to harass us, intimidate us, you bamboozle us, then we run away because the supremacy is. It takes an emperor, for God's sake, to rule an empire. And so where is your empire? Because Biafra land is not an empire and we need no emperor. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Don't forget our topic this evening is simply simple as the story, the issue, the record of Biafra. We must keep it straight. This is an agenda that we cannot overlook. Never. Never. This is why we keep calling out on the atrocity of Nnamdi Kanu. Let's take example from Father Mbaka, who is trying to criminalize other men of God. Let's just look at the issue of Father Mbaka. I am trying to bring you down somewhere. Let's keep the record straight. The Biafra record straight. Agenda you cannot remove your eyes. In 2015, Father Mbaka of 2014 was all over social media. He was attacking Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. Oh, good luck have become bad luck. Good luck have killed us. Good luck have destroyed us. Father Mbaka. I pity all of you who worship under his ministry. And then he calls Goodluck Ebere Jonathan in the morning. If Goodluck Jonathan is not a moral man, an advanced individual, he will generalize it that Igbo people frustrated his government. But I thank God for the kind of man he is. Up to the extent that another Igbo brother have to sing a song, Mbaka why, Mbaka why. Meanwhile, Mbaka was busy shouting, we the children of God, we prayed and we begged God, save our dear nation, Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria, save us, and he give us a holy man, a corruption fighter. Hey, Muhammadu Buhari, his wife is a very holy woman, very virtuous woman than my own mother. Hey, where his children are born again Muslims in the name of Allah. ONYIBE. But today, in fact, most of you don't know, when this agitation was this agitation, we went to Mbaka and said, we need you. We need you to lend your voice to this matter. Mbaka said, no, it's not the only one. Most of the people now haven't collected their own share. IPOB go back, give them money. They start talking rubbish. He said, no, they cannot be with us. And we left. Mbaka even made a sermon that the day he see big men leading this agitation will be the day he come out. Now the same Mbaka now all of a sudden is the spiritual father of Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, Simeon Ekpa is killing very well. We love Simeon Ekpa killing. We know the deal. You're criminalizing men of God. In my yesterday broadcast, I tried to point out certain men of God that I respect. I talked about only the OPM man, but let me tell you another one, Father Mbaka, so you people go and learn work. What is the name of this pastor? Pastor Christ. Most of you will not believe in Pastor Christ. Pastor Christ of Christ Embassy. Believe me, he's very flashy. I may not like it. But I think neatness is next to godliness. So I get it. I can understand where his inspiration is coming from. Now, let's go back a little bit. Memory lane. Pastor Chris has marital challenges. He managed it wisely. A very mature man of God, I must tell you. He still wield his prestige, still command obedience and loyalty of most of his followers. He still maintained his cool. It was never easy for him. A lot of things happened in that process. Rhapsody of reality is not in circulation the way it used to be. One of the major financiers, when he was having the marriage crisis, pulled out his funding. And of course, many people followed suit. And while they were doing this thing, most of them, they thought they were trying to destroy Pastor Christ. But they are not seeing the evidence of what they have done. For pulling out your support from Pastor Christ, you eventually sending the next generation to abject poverty. You hear about our sister Osinachi who just died. You hear about Senach. And then you hear about people like Frank Edward. You hear about all these new, unusual, wonderful, musical, Christian artists. They were the handwork of Pastor Chris, love word. And now, since you destroyed Pastor Chris, or supposedly, where is the future of the youth? Pastor Chris, above any other thing, was busy building the youth, Nigerian youth. Should I say Igbo youth? Father Mbaka, go and learn from those people. If we take another example from the betrayal of Nnamdi Kanu, he constantly denied his Igbo identity because he wants to mess Igbo people up. And so, as far as this issue is concerned, it draws us back to one thing. Why I say we must make sure we keep our record straight. It boils down to what Tunde Bakare said. Tunde Bakare did not see what to preach again. A Yoruba man. And then he come on the church and started preaching. Tatafawa Belewa Kosibu people. Tunde Bakare opened his mouth and say Igbo can never rule Nigeria because Igbos are cursed. Yoruba, they come out and tell you Igbos are cursed. He's a man of God, so it's a law speech. He's a deliverance speech. If I tell you so, the Yoruba people, all of them are useless. Somebody said this is a hate speech. It's unacceptable. Or should I remind you I'm a reverend? When I don't get sense. Tafawa Balewa, Kosibu people. And I tell them, you people will never rule Nigeria. For killing me, all of you will die. Are you telling me the life of that stinking Tafawa Balewa, what more than the life of hundreds of our people? Those 3 million innocent women and children that were stabbed to death, raped to death? Are you telling me the life of that idiot called Tafawa Balewa, what more than that? Are you telling me the life of that useless Obasanjo, what more than over 6 million people who died in the name of one Nigeria? You are a pastor. Come and preach about Biafra. Come and tell us the history of what happened in the name of police action. And then some Igbo people are the ones saying, hey, our daddy in the Lord has spoken. Mad people, according to Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody take a mic, considering the nature of Nigeria, and he's insulting the Holy Igbo. And then any more powerful is coming to tell us who to come after. He cannot address those rubbish criminals. Very painful. Shame and disgrace. Yes, they now killed one Hausa man. Having killed the Hausa man, he now placed Tafawa Balewa, now placed curse on Igbo people. So Igbo people are cursed. Thunder will fire all of you. If God is the one who gave Tunde Bakare that sermon, it shall be well with Tunde Bakare. But if Tunde Bakare open his mouth and curse a whole generation, it shall not be well with Tunde and his own generation. This is what makes me sick. If somebody do bad, point out that person and don't generalize this info. Go and look at the history of Yoruba people. Ogun State people have been responsible for all the mayhem, all the atrocity going on in Imo State. Obasanjo, Ogun State. Who killed Fela Mother, Ogun State? Who killed Fela, Ogun State? Go and look at all the atrocity. Are you telling me Yoruba as a dirty and stinking and blood-sucking demon like Ogun State people? Get out, all of you. Did I blame you? There is a reason I'm saying all this. Because there are elements of truth in what they are saying or what they want to say, but it is not in their place to talk that rubbish about us as a people. Very unfortunate. But I don't blame them. I don't blame them for the people to come out once and for all, hold the bull by the horn, and then get out of this miserable situation. Now the Kanu is looking for money. Very useless, stinking animal. And then how many weeks after he finished his own? Now Suleiman Johnson is now here to give you his own sermon. You know, when we say some of these things, it look like it's a makeup, it's not like that, it's a makeup. Who would have been able to talk rubbish? Who would talk about that? The only thing they would have said before now is giving you prophecy, telling you how God want to give Biafra, how Nnamdi Kanu become lion. You'll be hearing different prophecy. But what are they saying now? What are they telling you now? They are talking rubbish. Suleiman came on air and started telling you, they say they are looking for Biafra. Look at the Biafra now. Who is he doing Biafra now? Suleiman, who gave you the impetus? Who gave you the right? Who gave you that mouth to come and address the people? Where do you come from? Pastor Suleiman Johnson, where do you come from? Because we have not opened your chapter on how you rape small girl in your church, because you people don't have sense. But we know we have a lot of Igbo people who are looking for, they are playing game of acceptance. They want people to say they are good people, and so anybody can come out and talk rubbish. Will I blame them? Within Kanu is busy telling you that a wicked head is needed, and his junior brother is telling you people that needed. Why won't people come and talk rubbish? My message this evening is simple. This record, we must keep it straight. Even though we are the one insulting ourselves, fighting ourselves, Yoruba, get out of our matter. Hausa, get out of our matter. If you don't believe in Biafra ideology, if you don't believe in that ideology behind the Igbo nation, you get out. Go and build your advanced nation and leave us alone. Nonsense.
Am I in support of Nigeria dividing? No.
No.
Am I in support of Nigeria separating?
No.
Do I believe we should be together? Yes. But even if you don't agree with the man who is your brother, should you say it publicly if you are not a fool? Can't you say it amongst your people?
I said, this idiot Suleiman, where does he come from? Where does he come from? Your people are making video every day castigating you. That is not of any concern to you. You're coming out to use your stinking dirty mouth to talk to the people. And Igbo people are sitting down in that church. You are looking for a miracle. God will not do for man what man should do for themselves.
If today they get that Biafra, it's an Igbo man that will scatter it. That's the truth. Wait.
If Biafra is Igbo affair, how will the Yoruba scatter it? It takes a Roman to build a Rome, and it takes a Roman to destroy the Rome. And so it is normal. Go and look at the history of all the atrocity in the Yoruba land. It's coming from Ogun State. All of them are Obasanjo lineage and family. All of them Ogun people. Fela Ogun people. Fela Mada Ogun people. All of them Ogun people. Almost everybody ruling, all of them Ogun people. Why don't you tell us about that? You bring Igbo, we kill Igbo are the one fighting Igbo. Look at the you no get right. If you know be Biafra, you no get right to get involved. We know what we are doing. These are the game you people set for us. We may fall 100 times, but we will rise in each of them. Double. No wonder the Bible says the righteous man is that man who falls 7 times and rises all. We know our mistakes. Suleiman, shut up. You are not in the position to correct us. Who removed Pius and Pius? Who removed this one? That is the same battle we are trying to put an end to. That is why we understand some politicians are sponsoring Nnamdi Kanu. We understand some Nnamdi Kanu brother don't understand this game yet. We are the gatekeeper of this so-called Nigeria. Privileged to information none of you have idea of. You think Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu did what he did because he was power drunk? You think Ifa Jonah did what they did because they were power drunk? These people have access to information which they will never allow you to know. And we have access to this information. We will stand by the truth even unto the end. Tunde Bakare has finished. One useless Sule boy is now coming to correct Igbo people. Who is he doing Igbo? Look at the Biafra and Igbo. And then when he finishes insulting Igbo people, of course most of you are Mugu. And then he now come out and say, but tell me, who can rule Nigeria? It's Igbo. Who can rule Nigeria? And so going by what these criminals are saying, if Tafawa Balewa calls Igbo people, are you telling me that the God of Tafawa Balewa now gave prophecy to Sule boy to come and now make Igbo leader? Rubbish. We will talk about Igbo presidency. If you think it's something we are dreaming of, we don't count from the sky because we can't count correctly. We know what we are doing. We know very well. Look at the Biafra. Who is inviting Biafra? What do you know about Biafra? What do you know about us as a people? All of you men of God, carry your dirty mouth. Those one on the can pay to prophesy, all of you, carry your mouth, your dirty mouth, carry and come up for this matter. Or else all of you will bury your children in your very altar. Not tell me, don't touch not my anointed, though. I was anointed before most of you. Don't tell me, don't touch not my anointed, though. On my ordination day, I was anointed, I was ordained by right reverends, bishops, over 27 of them. I have that calling more than you. You keep getting involved to draw crowd, to draw go slow on social media, on the expense of denigrating a nation, a people to their background. It shall not be well with all of you. God will disgrace all of you. Finish insulting Igbo people, making mess of all of them, and I come out and say, but let me tell you, because you see, say some Igbo boys will get sense for that church. Don't they say, which canteen pastor they talk? And I got to catch you mugu. Like most of you, when we finish telling you the truth, you begin to talk rubbish, and we can't listen to the guy, and let's just move on. Who wants you to listen? May God not allow us to entertain you. May God not allow us to appease you. So you feel good, you feel superb, and then we continue wallowing in misery. And then after mugging everybody, he now come and say, yes, but let me tell you the truth. If Nigeria want to progress, do you know who is going to be the president? Igbo. Give it Igbo the president. Monkey they walk, babu they chop. This is how they fool us. But with the agenda on ground, we know what is to be and what is to come. Many more is going to come out. And we are telling all of them, all of you get out. How can I even quarrel Suleiman when Mbaka is an idiot? How can I quarrel him? How can I talk to Tunde Bakare when there are Otimbu? Is it Ojinji? Did they call him? Ewe Chineke gbadanyo ali egbekanyo ewe ochemefa omeraru nekwano na ya tugo hotel oke hotel no no wani ne onokwa na Anambra unu na etimpu to fi akwore kono no mma maka na ogbebula gbogbo ho so asosio he wajo grizoni ku ifere emono o many hiamono ya no akonye me no no rekono no mma. And then people who cannot talk to us, people who don't have idea who we are, they are talking to us. And then on the kind of writers that, yes, we will give you one song reward. Any criminal demonizing IPOB. IPOB is demon. IPOB is evil. We're praying very hard. This transmitter will spread everywhere. People will know all of you for who you are. We are reserving the best dance step for the last moment. And the moment this transmitter is everywhere, we play Nnamdi Kanu audio, his brother's audio. All these criminals, we will disgrace all of them. Hopeless set of criminals. Look at what they are doing with us. We are confused. We now begin to hate ourselves. You don't know me before, I don't know you before. Nnamdi Kanu told you, hate him, and then you're hating me. Self-hate. And some of you have what it takes to change this situation, but you're living in denial already. I'm even tired, Joe, and I can't get involved, Joe. You got to get involved. One way or the other, we are all involved already. All we need to do is to get ourselves out of this mess. And now you see, my message this evening is simple. It is simple. We must continue to call, to campaign, keeping the record straight. We cannot back down. It doesn't matter what anybody say. It doesn't matter how they twist. We have made mistake. Those of you who are not Biafra, get out of Biafra matter. Focus on your one Nigeria issue. And stop using derogated words and languages for us. We've avoided talking to all of you. Enjoy your one Nigeria and leave us alone. Paying attention to lunatic in the name of man of God. Very unfortunate. And so on this note, it is as simple as ABCD. Our condition and position in Nigeria is unacceptable. Things are not the way they should be. And it cannot continue to be that way. We may not have all that it takes to change this scenario. But we are not going to give up. We continue to push on it until we get it right. And so we call upon you, well-meaning Biafrans, those still having their conscience intact. Let us save the next generation. Let us save the next generation. Let us beam the light on the path that they must follow. Or else, everything we bled for, everything our fathers died for, everything we suffered for, it will be gone I was somewhere today, and then we were discussing about language. And I saw my town girl, and we were speaking our dialect. And then the woman there said, all of you people have sued us now. And it was fascinating. They just loved it. We were discussing. And then we begin to talk about language. And I said, well, it's very painful. My children can't even speak my language, but I'm not giving up until they can. And then the one of the women said, the same thing with me, but I will prefer my children learn Hausa. And looking for how they can learn Hausa. I said, why would that be? You're an Igbo woman. Why you want your children to learn Hausa? He said, because Hausa owns Nigeria. If you can speak Hausa, it can help you very well. Once you speak Hausa, you get access. I say, me. Anyway, my target is that if my children cannot speak my language, I give them that English. They will not speak anyone. Not Hausa. You come and speak Hausa in my house, or Yoruba. Come and speak it. I can speak Yoruba very fluently. Ijebu Yoruba, Baba. Speak it very well, but somehow I don't until I see Yoruba man speaking Igbo, and then I will be very happy to do the same. That same God that tell them not to speak Igbo, tell me not to speak Yoruba. And I'm trying to point out something to you. And then at the end of the day, what happened? Our children want to become Hausa so that they can have connection in Nigeria. So when you see Hausa, when Hausa neje kana makwo, ine make melu meluko, and then you get a crumb from the master's table. But you have lost the ability to understand these resources is taken from our land. Must I now speak another person's land to have access to the God-given resources in my land? Or have we lost it completely? This is where I'll bring this program to an end. And of course, I have a line. A number you can call this evening. Just one number. Of course, those of you in Nigeria, you know what is happening with Nigeria number. If you have access to this number, 08065875555, you're free to call in and make your contribution. 08065875555. But of course, if you cannot access that line, I encourage you to call through the WhatsApp or any other social media. It could be Facebook Messenger or any other social media platform. You can call in and make your contribution. I'm almost winding on. Let us keep the record straight. Let us continue to call all our people. We will get it right. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The journey must continue. I'll be back in a minute.
Do you know that since 1914 to date, up to 15 million Biafrans have been killed and massacred by the Islamic Republic of Nigeria? And do you know that Nigeria is a zoo, a creation of a white man, and it has expired? We must fight to the end. I know the truth. Now we must win this battle. And no surrender. Yes, we be dying, now we be crying. That's for freedom all we need. To go Ike Adama can save us. Cause the children call on you. Therefore must to be free from bondage. Therefore must to be free from killings. Therefore must to be free from Nigeria. Therefore must to be free from slavery. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. May thy kingdom come on earth, O Biafra. The time is now, I fight on you formidable soldiers. I can see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Victory is sure, no giving up, we are marching to the promised land. Oh, I say no to one Nigeria. Oh, you say no to pretend. Oh, you say no to divide and rule. We say no to South. Listen, Nigeria, jaga, everything scatter. My people suffering and dying, so the best for my heart. Yoruba, Hausa, Boko Haram killing us. Every day we be dying like a slaves. Give me freedom, want to freedom. Wanna be free like the birds in the skies. Biafrans all over the world they cry. Now we calling, rescue us to go kick Abiama. We must fight to the end.
Yes, of course, we must fight to the end. And like I said, this very agenda cannot be overlooked. We must continue to make sure that this record is kept straight. We must continue to campaign for self-determination, for self-preservation, for sustenance of integrity, and as well as our value system. It is going to take all of us to save all of us. Gradually, the external enemies are bringing up their head. They will talk down on you, talk rubbish about you. And then, who gave them the impetus to address us? Who gave it to them? We have internal issue. It is being addressed. It is being followed up. But those of you who are not from the eastern region, those of you who are not from south, Suleiman blamed it all on people from south and southeast. So he knows the truth. Somehow. And why we do what we do. Understand that the consequence goes beyond you. It's all about all of us. On this note, I sign off from here. Those of you in IPOB, run for your life. They are no longer in that business of self-determination. Except you don't want to tell yourself the truth. But we are very happy because very soon, Chikedozian will expel himself. Because there will be nobody to expel. And for the name of those they called and tell you to kill them, that they are evil. Look closely. You will see these are true brothers who have found the truth, and they decide to disassociate from them. They're deceiving themselves. We sue him in a car court, in Finland court. We sue him. So you think they are not the same. They are all the same. They are all the same. Good night from here, and God be with all of us.
God bless the Biafra. To my fellow Biafrans, it's really yo. Do you know that since 1914 to date, up to 15 million Biafrans has been killed and massacred by the Islamic Republic of Nigeria? And do you know that Nigeria is a zoo, a creation of a white man, and it has expired? We must fight to the end. No retreat. Now we must win this battle, and no surrender. Yes, we be dying. Now we